Ladies and gentlemen, my name is BeyondCereal and this is your FYI on the freemium online CCG Shadow Era. It is a multi-platform game, which in itself is very unusual, but very cool. It works on the PC, Mac, iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, and Android. You can play it anywhere with a Wi-Fi or 3G connection. So basically, all you need is an online account and a stable internet connection. I am personally a big fan of the CCG genre though. The strategy behind them is just awesome. The random element or luck of every round makes it different and exciting. You're forced to adapt to the situation and work with what you have. It's just awesome. But anyway, so this is, as far as I can tell, the first CCG with the fully featured freemium business model. Freemium means you can start for free, you get a starter deck, and you can play for free, but you'll have a hard time building an optimal deck. This company supports itself by selling booster packs, just like a physical CCG would. Only these booster packs and starter decks are a lot cheaper. You can buy shadow crystals, 100 shadow crystals for $1, and with 100 shadow crystals you can either buy a booster pack or a starter deck. As you can see down at the bottom, 2,000 shadow crystals for 20 bucks, plus 700 shadow crystals as a bonus. It's an extremely generous bonus right there. Once you've bought shadow crystals, well, if you bought shadow crystals, you don't have to. You can either decide you want to buy a bunch of starter decks or some booster packs. It's good to buy a few starter decks. You don't want to buy too many though. It's not optimal to buy a bunch of starter decks, seeing as how they only give you basic cards, not the really good ones, the rare ones or the epic ones that make your own deck unique and powerful. Though you do get 2 heroes instead of just 1 like by a booster pack, all your abilities and allies or monsters are only common, so nothing special. But for $1 you can buy a booster pack. A booster pack contains 15 cards, 10 common cards, 3 uncommon, and 1 rare or epic, and 1 hero, 1 random hero. You can't trade the cards, but you can sell it for gold, and you can buy them for gold. Now, the market inventory, which the card when you sell it goes into the market inventory, is affected by all the cards sold in the world. If a card isn't being sold, it won't be in the market, making some cards extremely valuable and extremely expensive if you want to buy them. But as you can see here, there's the epic cards, which are the pink. Here's a rare one, which is blue. And so basically the stuff that's cheap, well, the crappy stuff, the extremely common stuff is cheap, and the really good stuff is expensive, the epic cards and, well, whatever. Now as you can see here with the Keldor, I have 5 Keldors. I can only use 4 at a time, so the 5th one's completely useless. So I might as well just sell it and get some gold out of it. The one problem I have with the market is that it's not that flexible. You can't sell more than 1 card at once, and you can't buy more than 1 card at once, and there's no easy way to find it. I would like some filter option or some search option, but oh well. So I'm going to show you my deck real quick. This is my mage deck. Now this is the deck I use for PvP, for the challenge mode. I don't really use it in PvE for say, because in PvE they don't really play with the meta game. They just play however they want. It's a stupid ass AI. Which is probably why I'm going to show you guys a different deck when I play against the PvE. I'm going to show you guys my Zaladar deck. It's the bottom right here. It's my elemental deck. Now this is a standardized deck. It has some magic abilities. It has a bunch of monsters. It follows the meta game pretty well, and it works really nicely. I don't think I've lost 1 PvE game. Yeah, I think I lost only 1 PvE game so far, once against an AI, but that was just because I'm not paying attention. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys this deck in PvE, and I'll show you my mage deck later. Okay, so let's see. Now I got my right deck. Who do I want to play against PvP? Now there's a challenge mode, which is just PvP, and then the stats. You can see my level. Here are some of the options. It's very basic, nothing special or fancy. So let's get started with some PvE. Okay, so anyway, You both start out drawing 6 cards. Okay, so it's my turn first. Now I need to choose a card to get rid of for a resource. If you've played the WoW TCG, you'll be familiar with this, but there aren't any quests here. So you have to pay attention with what card you sacrifice. Now, as you can see, I have 1 resource. At the top left, you can see there's a 2. Means I need 2 resources to summon him. Now, Summoning Sickness is in play in this game, which means that you cannot attack with the same ally on the same turn that you summoned him. You have to wait at least 1 turn until you're allowed to attack with that ally. There are cards that increase and can decrease the duration of the Summoning Sickness, but I might get to that later. Now I'm going to start out by summoning this carnivore. I got the 2 resources, so I casted him. Now I have 0 of my 2 left. Now here's my hero. At the bottom left, you can see my shadow energy. Each turn my shadow energy gains by 1, and when I hit the minimum shadow energy that's needed, I can use it. It's like some special ability, but I'm going to show you that later. Now first I'm going to get rid of a card. Don't really need extra shot. Oh crap, yeah, I probably should have saved it so I would have been able to kill him, but oh well. Let's summon the Keldor. He has 3 life. I only do 2 damage. Oh well. So I'm gonna attack his hero because I can't kill his guy, and if I attack him, he's gonna attack me back and kill my boar, which is bad. So now it's his turn. He used retreat, sent my Keldor back into my hand. Doesn't matter. And then the AI decided to attack my Saladar. So I'm gonna draw 1 card. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of? Life Infusion just adds 5 life to one of my allies, but I don't think I'm going to need it. So I'm going to use Shadow Font. Gives me a lot more shadow energy, which means I can right away use my shadow ability, which means I have to target 2 opponents, or the opponent, hero, and an ally, and it does 3 damage to each. And now his ally is dead, and I can attack with my carnivore, his hero, taking him down to 20 life. Now as you can see at the bottom right, I'm out of resources, so it's his turn. Now he has 3 of his 3 resources, or just sacrifice 1, so 4/4. And so he's going to use Lay Low. His hero and allies cannot be attacked. Got it. So I just have to wait 1 turn. So Shriek of Vengeance. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my Keldor. And then I can take my Plasma Behemoth, which is 1 amazing damage dealer. He does so much damage. Anyway, so I can't attack his guys, so it's his turn. Okay, so he has his 5 resources. He takes out a Night Prowler, which means he takes 1 less damage when I attack him with any monster 1 time. So it's pretty much worthless. Anyway, so I'm going to sacrifice 1. I can't use my Shriek of Vengeance on his cards, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter. I'm not so sure if I should cast my Shadow Knight, because my ability on my Plasma Behemoth costs 3, and he costs 5, so I cannot cast both. So as you can see here, my ability, it costs 3 resources. As you can see in the little circle, it costs 3 resources, and it does 4 damage. If I have the resources over, I can easily do it, no problem, which makes Plasma Behemoth 1 amazing damage dealer, because he can do 7 damage right away. It's just awesome. Alright, so now you can see he's down to 12 or 14 life. I'm going to attack him, take him down to 12. And end my turn. Now I'm not going to use my Shadow ability in case he takes out a creature or an ally, because then I can right away kill his ally. Okay, so now he used his Shadow ability, which just means his throwing knives are a lot better. And when he attacks my hero, 1 of my cards go into my graveyard. But it was Shriek of Vengeance, which sucks anyway. So I'm going to get rid of Shadow Spawn, cast my Shadow Knight. I only have 2 resources left, which means I can't use the Plasma Bolt, which kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. I'm going to attack him. Since he still has his throwing knives up, he does 1 damage to me, but that's nothing. See, so I'm just going to keep attacking. Sure, my carnivore is now down to 1 life, so I'm not going to send him up to attack the hero until that card's gone, because otherwise he's dead and that's just worthless. Okay, so now he refreshed his stacks or how often he can use his throwing knives. But he only did 1 damage because his ulti wasn't ready. Now, seeing as how I have 7 resources, I can just skip that sacrifice part because I don't need to sacrifice anything because I have enough to bring the creature onto the field and use my plasma ability. So I'm going to use my plasma bolt, do 4 damage, and I'm going to kill him with my Shadow Knight. It doesn't matter with what you kill him with, but I find it appropriate to kill him with the Shadow Knight. Now, okay, anyway, you can see that I got 175 XP and 75 gold. Now, you do get a lot of XP, but not that much gold from PvE. PvP, on the other hand, you get a whole lot of gold, but not as much experience. But now I'm going to switch my decks real quick. I'm going to take out my mage deck since it counters the meta game at the moment really well. And, well, PvP's pretty much playing against people who use a meta gameplay and not some PvE guy who does whatever he wants. So, I'm going to start out. I have 51 cards in my deck. Here you can see some of my different items. I barely have any monsters. As I said earlier, I only have the 2 monsters, which don't die from my ulti or from my shadow ability. My shadow ability only does 4 damage, but they have 8 life, which means they can survive twice, which is really good. And anyway, here you can see the PvP brackets or the PvP games that have been played just a couple minutes ago. As you can see, I won against someone who had 100 rating. I had 137. Then I won with 140 against someone who had 200 rating, which was really good. But then I lost with 154 against someone who had 153, which wasn't that bad. So, quick game. Let's do a quick ranked match, and then I guess I'm gonna stop. Crap. So, as you can see, I'm playing against another mage, which kind of sucks if she doesn't have any allies, because my deck counters allies really well. Let's see what I'm gonna get rid of that poison. It costs a lot and doesn't do that much damage. It only does 1 damage each turn. So for the price, it's not worth it at the moment. I can sacrifice it. I have another 3 in the deck, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see, what do I want to get rid of now? Probably gonna get rid of either my lightning or my research. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the lightning because it costs a lot. So I can use my research now, which means that whenever I have 2 extra resources over, I can use research and draw an extra card, which is really good because I need to have a lot of cards so I keep on pumping out damage. Because if I wait too long, his allies, he's just keep on stacking allies and just gonna kill me. Okay, now I got merchant now, which means we both draw 2 cards each turn, not just 1. So I'm gonna get rid of that fire because it also only does 1 damage each turn, and I've got another couple of them in my deck, so it's not that bad. Now I casted merchant. He drew an extra card. Now he's thinking. It does take some time, but it's not that bad. I mean, sure, sometimes when you're playing against people online and they wait the full minute and then at the last second do something. Okay, so what I got a fireball. It does 4 damage. I got 2 ice barriers, which disable the opponent. I'm gonna sacrifice 1 of them. Okay, so I still have to wait 2 turns so I can use my shadow ability, which will kill him. Oh no, it won't. Crap. He has 4 life, but his special about that creature means he takes 1 damage less. So I'm gonna disable him real quick so he doesn't do any damage to me. And then I'm gonna probably have to use my lightning blast on him so I weaken him down a bit so my ulti can kill him. Okay, so he's at his maximum card or maximum hand size, which would be 7 cards, with 32 cards left in the deck. I still have 40 cards left in the deck. I have an extremely large deck. I don't know why, but I like it. A lot of pros say that 40 cards, you need a minimum of 40 cards, and much more than 40 is bad, so I don't know, I kind of like it. I like having a lot more. Anyway, so merchant doesn't stack, so I'm probably gonna oh, it's bazaar, not merchant. Oops. I'm gonna sacrifice bazaar. Okay, so he has an ability that does damage to me. I don't know if it's a physical damage or magical damage. It doesn't cost any resources, so he's gonna do it anyway. And I'm gonna use Rainy Delay to stop him if it's physical damage. I hope it's physical damage. Fireball her, do some damage, use my extra resources, all's fine. Anyway, so now she's thinking again. But she's at 3 or is it 5 shadow energy? I can't tell. Oh well. Who cares? Come on. Ah, crap, she can attack me even though I have my Rainy Delay on. That sucks. Oh well, so now I should be able to use my shadow ability. Maybe I can kill them both off. I do have Lightning Bolt and Retreat in my hand. Retreat sends one of their allies back into their hand, and the Lightning does 3 damage to 2 targets. Now I got the Poison again. I'm going to sacrifice it because it's the worst card at the moment. I'm going to use my Shadow ability. Does 4 damage to each ally on the field. But since he has -1 damage, he only gets 3, which means he's not dead yet. So I'm going to use my Lightning Bolt attack on him. Target 2 enemies. Do 3 damage. Good, so he's dead too. And since I have 2 resources over, I can use Research. I wonder why his hand's so big though. You can't tell me he has 5 resources but nothing on his hand that's useful. Okay, so he's at 6 resources but doesn't really have anything to play. That's weird. Oh, not again, Death Mage to Dios. Okay, so I got my 1 damage. I'm gonna have to stun him some way, if possible. Oh crap, 4 damage. I think our lives though pretty close. We have the same amount of life. Okay, so what I get? So I'm gonna sacrifice the Arcane Blast because it does 2 damage to 4 targets. But since there's only 1 or 2 targets, the hero and the ally, I don't need it. I'd rather have the Lightning Bolt, which does 3 damage to 2 targets. Now Misplaced. Crap, I can only use Misplaced on my cards at the moment, so that's not so good. Retreat, but then if he comes out, he just does damage again. But I'm probably gonna do it anyway, because 1 damage when he comes out is less than the 2 that he can do for free if he is already out. Which, well, 1's better than 2, so it was more efficient for me. Kept my life at a higher point. So now the latency's taking its time sending them the packages and we have to wait forever. I don't know if that's just because of the internet or if the game is just slow. I'm not sure. That would be pretty cool though if they could somehow speed it up if it was the game's fault. Crap, he just used a fireball. That is a lot of damage. Oh well, so I'm gonna sacrifice Misplaced since I can't use it at the moment. And he has 4 life. Arcane Burst or Lightning Strike. I'm gonna use Lightning Strike to do the 3 damage, take him down to 1 life, since there are only 2 targets. And then I'm probably gonna use the Arcane Burst, seeing as how he only has 1 life and it will kill him. And if he takes out another monster that's pretty strong, I can weaken him with the Lightning Strike. So I'm target both of them, cast it, do the 2 damage, and end my turn. So it's your turn again. Yay, we get to wait again. So he's at 7 resources. Let's see what he can do with it. So he brought out a Research, just like I have it, but doesn't matter. He got a Shadow Knight 2, took his Sadeos and back into his hand, because that's the Shadow Knight's ability. So, 3 damage isn't that good for 4 resources, so I'm gonna sacrifice him. Let's see, so he has a Shadow Knight. I'm probably gonna use it now. Lightning doesn't do enough. It only does 3. I'm gonna use it anyway, so I can damage the hero a bit. 3/3 is good. I got enough resources. I can either draw another card or just do damage, or place a Rainy Delay. But yeah, I might as well kill him. Otherwise, that's a lot of damage. 5 damage is a lot. Okay, so he's thinking again. He still has his maximum hand size, which is just weird. Come on. 7 resources. Still has research. You cannot tell me that he can only place 1 card a turn, or 2. He's at 8 resources now. Not again a Shadow Knight. Come on. Do something. And another Death Mage. Ugh. Okay, so I take my 1 damage. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can stop them from doing too much damage. Okay, so I got Supernova. Does 5 damage to everyone on the field. That means my allies, his allies, my hero, and his hero. But I'm gonna sacrifice that because that could probably kill me. Rainy Delay won't stop Tadeo's, but at least it will stop the Death Knight. And I got my shield, which means I take 2 less damage each turn. Well, 2 less physical damage. It still won't stop Tadeo's magic attack, but once my Rainy Delay is gone, at least this Shadow Knight won't be able to do too much. Okay, so let's see what he wants to do. Yeah, he's gonna use the Death Mage to do 2 damage. And then it's my turn. Come on. He's gonna destroy one of my cards. Probably, yeah, he can only destroy that shield of mine, which means I'm gonna take the full damage. Or not. Okay. Ah, okay, so he just took away the stacks. Not gonna, you only use it 3 less times. So I think it was like 4 or 5 times it shielded me from 2 damage. Now it shields me 3 less times. Okay, so what I got Engulfing Flame. I'm probably gonna sacrifice. Yeah, 1 damage a turn is just too little. So I'm gonna use my Shadow Energy, do 4/4, kill the both of them, which is good. I'm not sure, should I cast my Aeon Storm? Yeah, I'm gonna cast my Aeon Stormcaller. He has 8 life, which is a lot. Draw the card, and I can shoot my Fireball, which is an extremely effective turn. That was really good. So she's almost dead. And I was even able to use all 11 resources. Holy crap. And she's back at her full hand size. Okay, so 10 resources. Let's see what he can do with it. You want to do anything? Come on. You're dead in a few turns. No. No, don't kill me. Did that kill me? No, it didn't kill me. Good. Oh, come on. She had a second supernova? Oh, that was amazing. Crap. Wow. Holy crap. That was really good. That was extremely well played. God, 2 supernovas at the end. Good job. No, that was GG. That was really good. That's Shadow Era for you guys. A very nice CCG. One of the best on the Android at the moment. The business model is very well implemented, and the cost of the booster packs and cards in general is fair. I like the fact how you can sell cards you don't need and buy ones you do. They have a lot of work ahead of them though, with the interface, the deck builder, and the marketplace options. But it is a very nice and solid game. I can only recommend it to anyone. You can sign up on shadowera.com, the link is in the description below, and you can download the app for free on your mobile devices. Please do not forget to like and subscribe so I can keep the multi-gaming content coming just for you. My name is BeyondCereal and I am signing off. See you next time.